So we have some few weeks for the ICAG examination, which means that if you are going to be writing the examination, it means you have decided and you are really studying. A couple of things that I just want to share with you in this video to help you make the decision. Number one is that make sure you register for only the papers that you have prepared for. Listen to me. This is not inshallah. This is not about, yeah, by the grace of God, I'm going to pass the exam. Yes, the grace of God is there. Yes, inshallah, God will help you. But you have to ask yourself, am I prepared? Have I been studying? Do I understand the topics? Have I been able to work with speed and accuracy? Am I in a position that I'm mentally, spiritually, and emotionally stable? Have I worked my way through the syllabus? What can I do to position myself to pass the examination? I say this always because sometimes people have a certain mindset about the ICA examination. Their mindset is that, oh, for the ICA examination, you just have to keep writing. You just have to keep writing. Even if you fail, just keep writing because you don't know you are going to pass. It's like you are living your life to chance. And that is not how the examination is. So you have to be conscious, you got to be mindful, and you have to be really deliberate about your decision as to which papers you're going to be preparing for the examination. So you want to register for only the papers that you have really prepared for, that you are seeing yourself that in the next few weeks before the exam, you are going to be in the position to ultimately pass the examination. That's one thing that I want you to understand. So as you watch this video, as you listen to this, ask yourself, which papers am I really prepared? Then I want to really chip this also in, because for those of you doing research, you are likely to go fail the exam again because of complacency. Because one of the things that I've seen over a decade in this game is that people who do research have that spirit of complacency. And that spirit of complacency can cause them to relax because they are like, hey, last semester I wrote the examination, I got 40. And they are like, oh, it was left with only 10. Or maybe they got 45 or they got 47 and they are like, oh, it was left with only 3. So in their mind, they just have to, do a little work. In their mind, they just have to do something small and boom, they will be able to pass the examination. But no, you are not graded based on your performance of last semester. The questions are going to be different. The structure of the examiner's approach is going to be different. The expectation of the examiner is going to be different. So it is not like, yeah, I got 40, so I was left with only 10, so I have to do something small, no, I will pass. No, you are starting again from scratch. And so if you are doing a research, what you want to do is to sit down and, interrogate yourself. Have a conversation with yourself and ask yourself, why did I fail the examination? What held me back? What prevented me from getting the 50 marks? Now, once you are able to answer some of these questions, then you now come to the syllabus. Okay, what are the things that I was strong in the previous examination died? What are the things that really prevented me from passing the examination? So maybe you're writing public sector accounting and finance, and you realize that in the exam hall, you had problems in relation to the conceptual framework for general purpose financial statement question, or there was a budgeting question that you were not really versed in, or there was a PIFA question that you couldn't deal with. So you need to find out, all right, then these are the topics that I had problem with. Then you need to also find yourself, which are the topics that you are really strong in, or what are the topics that am I strong in? So you need to ask yourself that question as well and analyze which of the topics you are strong in. That way you put yourself in the position to be able to go in there, write the exam with confidence, and most importantly, pass the examination. I say this always because it is something that you need to understand, that it's not just about, yeah, by the grace of God, you're going to pass the exam. No, you got to learn. You got to study. You got to work hard. So if you are doing a research, make sure that you fight that spirit. Make sure that you fight that complacency that is likely to come on you due to the position that you are in at this point. So you want to register for the papers that you are prepared for. You want to make sure that if you are doing a research, you are coming in with a different mindset, starting everything from scratch, because there is a probability that you got 45 last semester. There's a probability that this semester, when you write the exam, you're going to drop down. And the reason you drop is not because of anything, it's because you are complacent. It's because you lied to yourself that, oh, I only need 5 marks. Then another thing that I want to share with you is this. We have few weeks to go, and you can do a lot within the weeks that we have available. Don't sit down, wait a week to the exam, 3 days to the exam, and take one miserable leave like that from your office, and then try to put everything together in that 3 days or in that 1 week. Some of you are writing strategic case study. Throughout this period, you have not studied. You have not been doing any serious studies. You've not done anything. But you are waiting for the precinct. And when the precinct come, that is where you are going to be chasing. Hey, analysis from this place, analysis from that place, analysis from this person, analysis from that person. And you're going to be reading all manner of analysis and still go to the exam hall and fail the exam. Because the case study examination is not about your understanding of the precinct analysis. It is about your understanding of the syllabus, number one. Then the second thing you must understand is, what are the questions what's the structure of the questions that the examiner is going to be setting in the exam hall? Number three, how am I supposed to answer the question in the exam hall? So what is in the syllabus? Have I covered the content in the syllabus? Not have I read the analysis on the case study? You have to understand that the strategic case study examination is not about your analysis of the case study. No. The case study examination is about your understanding of the syllabus, number one, understanding of the structure of questions that the examiner is going to be getting excited about, what are the key topics that the examiner is going to be asking about. Number three, how are you supposed to answer the questions? So if you are asked, analyze the strategic capacity of the entity, okay, what am I supposed to do? If the question says you are going to be analyzing the strategic capacity or strategic position of the entity, then you have to know that in analyzing the strategic position of the entity, you would have to take into consideration both internal factors and external factors. And so you are going to be gleaning principles from the PISTOL framework as well as the Porter's 5 forces coming into SWOT analysis. So technically, you can use the SWOT analysis to answer that question. Very important. Or the examiner says that you should analyze the opportunities available for the entity for growth. Okay, in analyzing the opportunities available for an entity that they can use to grow, then you are going to be leveraging on the unsolved growth metrics, market penetration strategies, market development strategies, product development strategies, diversification strategies. Okay, you have been given a question about what are the issues, the governance issues that you have identified, or what are the risks the entity is exposed to. So you must know the structure of the questions and how you are expected to write out your answers, because that is how you can put yourself in the position to pass the examination. So we have some few weeks to go. If you are going to be sitting for the exam, you want to increase your studies level. You don't want to sit down. It breaks my heart on the case study a lot. It breaks my heart because I hold my students accountable, and some of them, boom, they are able to, follow that order because, hey, assignments are given, we are doing performance evaluation tests, your scripts are being marked, because I'm not going to be coming to class, talk, and go away, talk, and go away. No. Gotta give you some questions, gotta let you answer those questions and find out how are you writing your answer. Then we are polishing, gradually. Then by the time they get to the exam hall, boom, they are good.